And we're back with Richard Reviews. Today we are reviewing a book for richardreviews.com/GriffinChestnut here on YouTube. Here on YouTube's Richard channel, the Richard Reviews channel that you are watching, Richard will be reviewing the national bestseller by Haruki Murakami titled Men Without Woman Stories. This is a beleaguering, interesting book, like a lost lover. It holds on tight long after the affair is over. This is according to the New York Times bestseller book review. So, this is none other than another Haruki Murakami piece that Richard is reviewing for us. He's reviewed almost his entire bibliography here on Richard's channel. Richard is a huge fan of Haruki Murakami, and this piece fits in great in the doghouse. This piece brought with it 2 helmets, and this is Richard's exclusive piece that we're going to take a look at from top to bottom, angle to angle, nipple to nipple, north to south, side to west. And we're really going to twist the cornea with this one. This is a Richard exclusive. So, thank you, Richard, for obtaining this piece. You can click the link in the bio and the link in the description for all of Richard's contents, his theatrical thesis that he uploaded to the internet on his blog in, I believe, the year 2014, where he titled it The German Baby, about a girly man. And he was very beautiful, but he was also a businessman. So Richard bought some cheap snow boots and ended up reading and writing about the whole book himself. This piece was brought to Richard's attention after Richard read The Wind-Up Bird Chronicle and Norwegian Wood, 2 other classics from Mr. Murakami himself, whom Richard thoroughly enjoys his pieces. This is brought to Richard's attention by, of course, the Elite Gourmet, the systematical appreciation delivery device service that spends time with the eternities 15 years past the initial barcode. This, of course, is the same author of The Wind-Up Bird Chronicle, the book Underground, which bases it off of the Tokyo gas attack and the Japanese psyche, and, of course, One IQ, colorless Teruki Tazaki and his Years of Pilgrimage. This is another charming and ingenuous New York Times bestseller piece, also by Murakami himself. So Murakami definitely has his tables turned and his eyes on Tony. So sorry, Tony, but Richard has his eyes on you. Now, as we take a look at the piece here, this is Richard's piece, and it's in very good condition, as you can see. Richard manages to appropriate these pieces in its entirety and its complex nature. As you can tell, this piece is very well done from start to finish. It is very well articulated, very well cynical, and very well psychologically. The cheese is far from the razor, and with Richard's lips near these 2 lips, you can tell that 2 lips are better than 1 lip. So you get some sort of room with the lip movement. And there's not that much lip movement around, especially when you're reading this book in quiet. When you can whisper and stay calm and read in quiet, you still get a picture of what Richard's doing. And what Richard does with the soap is he turns it into a conglomerate social Chilean finish, where you get thinking that there's deer sails and deers moving around in the sails. And you can pull it out of your mouth, and you're still going to get faced with the backlash. But that's Richard's book. It is a soft cover, as you can tell. And it's got great cream, great bend, very good cream, good shine too. As you can tell, the shine. That's really good shine. And the top condition, very well, good cream. Side condition. Little brim there, little small brim, hard to tell, and even more side brim, very good cream. Now on the side we have what appears to say Haruki Murakami, Men Without Women, Vintage Classic. So this is okay. So this is a vintage classic piece. Okay, Richard is unbelievably amazing at obtaining these. Once again, he has astounded his viewers with this couple vintage classics. Okay, and on the back, um, as you can tell from this beautiful piece, we have a picture of Mr. Murakami himself, as we've seen in the many years prior to this. And this is the cover design of John Gall, and it's labeled in fiction, along with a standardized barcode in the front center. Deviated a little to the right and down below, so a south right, which is ultimately below the picture frame. So you're talking about 2 inches to the left and 2 inches to the right of the picture frame, and that's where you can find your barcode. It's a standardized barcode, hard to follow. You're not going to get any more of these past the year 2018, when the printing press was finally discovered through the ancient times. But this is a little bit more close to the diabolical TV genre, and this is when kids were, of course, out of school, mainly Catholic school in Washington, D.C., and you can tell that it's deviated to the right on purpose, and there's a motion, and they're protesting, and there's a motion, and they protest even more. So right now we can tell, we have a price here, next to fiction, United States, $16.95. So once again, Richard has done well in terms of spending below $20 on his pieces. And Murakami himself is right here. He's looking right at you, and he's happy that you purchased his piece. Hopefully you take Richard's recommendation and you purchase this on your own, so this man in the square can be happy, because he deserves to be happy. He makes many good pieces, and Richard is quite the Samsung operator, even though this is not based in South Korea. Inside the piece here, as you can tell, it's based on stories that are ultimately delvaged upon the pieces that bring into different systematical changes throughout society, the main characters, and the fictionalized version of what it means to die a few times and ultimately come back to life. So, Peter Gabriel, once again, did a great job translating this. He also produced the hit song My Body is a Cage, which is attributed mainly to his soundtrack and his wonderful life of speaking. The official page count we have towards the end is 225, so we can basically round about that this book is equivalent to a substantial stack of money the size of $50 bills that you can just throw around and make beautiful pancakes with. That's not to say that this won't be edible. This book is entirely edible if you feel the need to open up the back door and have some crackdown with some rain dance and some electronics, maybe a little TV, and some Jesus Christ on the Buddhist nature of the spiritual Catholic Christmas. The Catholic Christmas that Richard is talking about is pretty loose, and it was most notably brought to his attention after 2014. So that's it for Richard Reviews. This is Richard Reviews. He appreciates this book. It's 2 thumbs up for Richard. Richard read Men Without Women by Haruki Murakami. Richard Reviews, 2 thumbs up. Catch us next time as we upload every Tuesday. Thank you.